I grew up around church culture, and there's something I've wondered for a while. What happens when faith that's meant to be about God, love, humility, sacrifice, holiness, slowly bows to a new golden calf? I'm not talking about statues. I'm talking about the subtle stuff that creeps in when the nature of God and Jesus Christ is transformed away from biblical truth. I'm talking about the idols of evangelical Christianity. They're always on stage, with erroneous metrics, where the performance trumps truth. But the most repugnant idol isn't pastoral celebrity, or when a sermon is just a fundraising endeavor. But when the platform matters more than souls, something flips. And the moment where the congregation's reaction becomes the compass, truth gets negotiated. Then there's certainty. Not conviction, certainty. The kind that never questions, never listens, never learns. It's comforting to have an answer for everything. But comfort can become an altar, and truth is sometimes sacrificed on it. Where truth is sacrificed for popularity. Bigger congregations, bigger buildings, more views, more baptisms, more everything. Growth is great. Life grows. But growth without depth is just swelling. And false gods creep in and become idols worshipped by people claiming they are true Christians worshiping God. The pathway to convince people to conform to this idol worship is to persuade them that they are disgusting, loathsome human beings who can only be redeemed by swearing allegiance to their Christian idol. Because many people rightly believe the Bible is a book with much truth contained in it, some use it as a platform to push their lies. First, they want you to understand how disgusting and loathsome you really are, and that that's how God sees you. They will use verses like Romans 3:10 through 12 as a proof text for how worthless you are. Romans 3:10 through 12 reads, "As it is written, there is none righteous, no, not one. There is none that understandeth. There is none that seeketh after God. They are all gone out of the way. They are together become unprofitable. There is none that doeth good, no, not one." Then they will present a simple belief in their Trinitarian Jesus as your pathway to acceptance, redemption, and righteousness. They will claim that the only faith you need is in the finished work that their Jesus performed on the cross. They will claim that you are incapable of being righteous, but if you worship their Jesus idol, then his righteousness will be imputed to you. And when God now sees you, all that he will see is Jesus' righteousness covering you. But the Apostle John warned against being deceived by such false doctrine. In 1 John 3:7 he teaches, "Little children, let no man deceive you. He that doeth righteousness is righteous, even as Jesus Christ is righteous." So John clearly teaches that we are capable of doing righteousness and being righteous. But what about Romans 3 claiming no one is good? Well, that chapter is referencing Psalm 14, which is about a people who claim that there is no God, as not being good. It's not saying everyone who has ever lived is not good. Elsewhere, the Bible mentions several people who are clearly good. The Bible says that Noah was perfect, that Job was perfect, that Abraham was commanded to be perfect, so God could establish his covenant with him. Elizabeth and Zacharias are also declared to be righteous, and Jesus Christ himself declared Nathanael to be an Israelite without any guile. Unfortunately for evangelicals who worship their Jesus idol based upon their erroneous interpretation of Paul's epistles, Jesus Christ, Peter, James, and John also taught the gospel, and their teachings give context and clarity to what Paul taught. If only we had Paul's epistles and not the rest of the Bible, so many more people could be persuaded to worship their idol Jesus, rather than the real Jesus Christ. But thankfully we can read the whole Bible without their skewed lenses, and discover the real truth about God, Jesus Christ, and ourselves.